We are seeing the market react strongly to BYD's bad sales in January, as I reported on in my Sunday news show. But Tesla seems to be dodging the trend in the country. As we could read in this article from Yahoo Finance, BYD's 60 billion wipeout points to a deeper turmoil for China EVs. As they wrote, investor sentiment is extremely negative, said Xiao Peng, co-head of China's industrial research at CLSA in Hong Kong. The deeper worry is that we'll see a larger scale earnings downgrade this year, rising doubt about the EV market's long-term ability to generate profits in Chinese domestic market. Again, we just have to tip the cap for Tesla here, which continues to earn good money on their cars even in China, and still has one of the best-selling cars in the country despite a much higher selling price on their cars. With the Model Y selling over 425,000 units in China in 2025, it was the best-selling SUV in China for 2025, leading by a wide margin with over 180,000 units ahead of the runner-up from Geely, which sold 244,000 units, where none of BYD's models cracked the top 5 SUV. In the broader new energy vehicle category, the Model Y ranked number 3 behind Geely's Galaxy Xingyuan with 465,000 units, a compact, affordable EV that surged dramatically in 2025, and of course the Wuling Mini EV with 435,000 units, a very low-cost mini car. In the overall passenger vehicle market, all fuel types included, the Model Y also was ranked number 3. And this is just so impressive, as the Wuling Mini EV has a starting price just under $5,000 in China. The Geely Xiangyuan, or whatever it's called, costs just under $10,000, and the Tesla Model Y has a starting price of $36,000. So compared to the Wuling Mini EV, Tesla's cars cost more than 7 times as much, but is sold almost as many units as the little shoebox on wheels. So when you take the price into calculation, the Tesla Model Y is just in a league of its own, even in the very competitive Chinese market. And it makes it pretty clear to see how Tesla is able to earn money on selling their cars when the competition is selling EVs for $5,000 and $10,000. So again, for Tesla to only be down 5% in the Chinese market in 2025, even with the lockdown of the production line of the Model Y, and still manage to be the 3rd best-selling car in the country, including all fuel types, even with a sticker price that is 5 to 7 times higher than some of the competitors, I think is just extremely impressive, no matter what the mainstream media is trying to say, and also shows us that Tesla still has an extremely strong brand in China. But as they also wrote in this article, export remains a bright spot, but Chinese car manufacturers still rely heavily on fiercely competitive domestic market, where consumers remain skittish. Morgan Stanley note that most local automakers expect first quarter volume to drop 30 to 40% from December quarter. But this is not completely out of the ordinary, what Morgan Stanley is saying here, because from Q4 2023 to Q1 2024, EV sales also dropped by 34%. And from Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, EV sales dropped 43%. So this is not unusual. Yes, BYD sales being cut in half in January in China is quite unusual, but overall market dropping 30 to 40% from Q4 to Q1 is not. But there might be some overall market trends in China with economic headwinds and overcapacity that we could see more of in the coming quarters, but the 30 to 40% drop is nothing alarming in itself, as that is just the usual seasonality.